remember the time where I really was able to understand what it meant when God said he wants us to be vulnerable and he wants us to open to him. I was at a healing retreat, and I had gone there because our life was in turmoil. My husband at that time was going through treatment, and he really was going through a huge transformation. And I thought to myself, I have stuff I have to work on myself. I cannot stay in the place that I am, since he is being so brave to really deal with and delve into some of his issues. And if I go back without really looking at and working on my own stuff, then my husband's gonna still be dealing with the conflict of all of the issues that I'm bringing to the table. So I really wanted a transformation to take place. And so it was like the second day of the retreat, and nothing was happening. And I was just getting angry, and I was getting angrier and angrier and angrier. Because I was like, where are you, God, and why aren't you healing me? And there was even, at one point I even raised my hand and said something about being angry, and then they're like, God has his perfect timing, and I'm like, yeah, but the hemorrhaging woman, all she had to do was reach out. So for every kind of comeback somebody had to me about why I could trust that God would show up, I would come back with saying, but he hasn't, and when is he? And I finally got so mad, I got up from this conference I was at, and I stormed off to my room, and I went into my room, and I was punching my shower curtain. I was throwing this tantrum, and I was yelling at God, and I was like, where are you, and when are you gonna show up? And I was like, what do I have to do, lose control? And at that moment I heard, yep. I was trying to control everything, and the issue that we were having was control. It was this huge way I had made an idol of control to self-protect myself and my heart, that I was using control, and then when I didn't have control or things weren't going my way, I would rage and get angry. And so it was at that moment I realized, oh my gosh, Christina, God needs to and wants to heal you and deliver you from this powerful spirit of control on your life that is creating emasculation in the men in your life, that is preventing you from truly enter into the beauty of vulnerability and femininity in a unique way. And it was something that was keeping me from even entering into other people's pain to love them when they were hurting. That was a huge revelation for me, to realize the connection between our sin and the idols that we make to protect ourselves, and how that closes God's grace out from bringing true healing, and that how if we don't deal with the underlying woundedness that is perpetuating it all, it just becomes a cycle that gets repeated over and over. And that was the day that I started being set free from a pretty huge area of my life that was preventing me from deeper intimacy with both God and my husband.